Hello orchid friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at this Phalaenopsis orchid. Its first flowering ever, and it's a cross between violacea and zebrina. If this is your first time watching my video, my channel is all about orchids. From what orchids I have, how I grow them, my thoughts on certain orchid topics, to what orchids in my collection are blooming, etc. So if you want to follow along my orchid hobby adventure, please consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the notification. I'm not sure if this particular hybrid has an official name. When I first got it, all the tag says is a cross between violacea and zebrina. So I'm guessing that this one is not currently registered with any official name. But if there is a official name, please let me know. I've had this one for, I think, almost 2 years, if I recall correctly. I haven't checked, but it's definitely more than a year, and I think it's close to 2 years. Because I remember when I got it, I said to myself, gosh, this 3-leaf small seedling, how long is it going to take for it to mature and bloom? And the answer is, well, it took me almost 2 years. I didn't know what I was thinking when I got this one. It took so long, but you know, patience pays off. And it's currently potted in semi-hydro setup, and you see some of the white roots there. That means that these are new roots after these are new roots emerged after I put it into the semi-hydro. And because I used the blue outer cup as the sun blocking cup or watering cup, outer cup, so these new roots are lighter in color, and so far it also has lots of healthy aerial roots in addition to the roots in the media, and it's just doing really well, hence the flowering as a reward. I typically give it water every 10 days or so, 7 to 10, and sometimes up to 2 weeks, depending on whether it has any more moisture that I could observe at the time of my weekly watering routine. And if there is still some moisture, I just let it go for another 7 days without watering until next watering. So because some people ask me, how do I keep up with my watering? Well, my answer is very simple. I only water my orchids once a week, but not every single orchid receives water. They can go without water for a few days, up to a week, no problem, really. I mean, that's my experience, and it's worked out really well, because I don't want to have to water some orchids every day, you know, and it's just too much to keep track, because this is an awesome hobby, but I don't want it to be a burden. Not a burden of my physical, you know, definitely not a burden for my mental health either. I want to be able to sleep at night, and I think that should be something that many of you will want to strive for as well. But you know, this just my personal opinion. You're welcome to disagree with me completely. Anyway, back to this orchid. The smell of this orchid is quite interesting. It smells a little bit spicy. It's not the sweet smell from Bellina or like Dendrobium. It smells like lily, that spiciness. So that's really the closest I can think of. And another thing about this orchid is its lip. It also has very fussy lip at the front, and then also toward the midsection of the lip, you see that there are spots, very similar to the pattern that you see on the sepals and petals, which I find it very interesting. I believe this one is also a sequential bloomer, so hopefully this flower spike will continue to elongate and give us more flower for this year. And the reason I think that this orchid is very interesting is the zebrina aspect of it. I like spotty orchids, and this one also kind of fit into that category because the pattern of the sepals and petals, it's just really interesting to me. I hope you feel the same way. And before we close out this video, I want to say that the reason I like orchids so much, one of the reasons anyways, is that it's actually a lot cheaper than fresh cut flowers. Because yes, this one took me 2 years to see its first bloom, and at first glance you pay an upfront cost of 20, 30, $40 for an orchid. But once it blooms, you know, the bloom lasts for so long, right? Versus the cut flower for maybe a week or maybe 10 days. So I think orchid is actually much more economical. And plus, you know, even if you spend 20 bucks, 30 bucks at a grocery store buying a Phalaenopsis that's completely in bloom, did you know that it actually took them quite a few years for the nursery to grow it from seeds up until its blooming mature size, and then have all that wonderful bloom that you can enjoy immediately? It takes a lot of time and effort. So I still think that it's not that expensive. Anyway, that's just my personal opinion. You are welcome to disagree with me. I will not ban you from my channel just because you disagree with me. Okay, so this is all I have for you today. If you would like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to get more orchid related videos from my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification. I want to wish you happy growing, and I will talk to you in my next video. Ciao!